He's mad inconsistent.
So
look,
on to the next series. Sorry to cut y'all off.
No, you're good.
Go on to the next series.
Off topic.
The game is going on right now. It's the Clippers and the Mavericks.
Don't say nothing dumb.
I mean,
Here you go. I already know it.
Say, look, I got the Clippers in 4. It's gonna be a sweep.
4?
Damn,
you be violating.
I got Clippers in 5.
I was gonna say 5 or 6.
I think Luka's gonna really struggle this series, bro.
No way.
I like that team.
Who won the Philly game and the Boston game?
Guaba.
Facts.
Wow, by how much?
It's not
8 points.
So Celtics are up 1-0.
So you got the Clippers in 4?
Yep.
I got Clippers in 5.
5? I say 5.
I love Kawhi, bro. I love Kawhi this year.
I think Dallas will score like a lot.
They score, but Kawhi
not against the number 1 defense.
It's about to be playoff Kawhi.
Yeah,
I
would say 5. That's my final answer. Clippers in 5.
You're saying 5 because Luka. You think Luka could get a game?
I think they will steal a game.
I think Luka and Porzingis are talented enough where they can get one
game, but it's going down to the wire.
Doncic is nice. He's dumb.
Yeah, Luka.
OD.
So I got them in 5. I'm gonna clear my. That's my final answer. 5.
The reason why I don't agree with y'all
because they can't close out games.
Why'd you say that so fast?
Because I know what he's gonna say. I seen him tweeting it. I seen him tweeting it on Twitter the other day. Like, yo, the Mavs still can't.
It's like when a teacher in class is saying something, he just cuts up, says that.
Yo, Mark that laughing, but that shit was funny.
This is like that 70s show.
Yeah, right. It's like you hear it in the background.
Okay, so look, let me pause that. So, because y'all picking Dallas to win 1 game because of Luka,
a gentleman.
But
sweep.
the reason why
I'm saying Luka and Porzingis.
Yeah,
don't forget.
I'm not worried about Porzingis.
You should be. He'll cook
because
your
I
team.
think the Mavericks haven't won a game when Porzingis has had 30+ points. So like, what do you mean?
I mean that Clippers Mavs game that they played like last week. That was a great game.
Last week.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
But even if it is, like, come on, it's not like Clippers aren't taking anything serious right now. Now they are because it's the playoffs, but before they weren't.
Nah, I think they were taking that game serious.
They were taking that game serious, bro.
Game.
They were taking that game serious. They went to overtime.
They didn't have Montrezl Harrell, though.
They didn't have PG that game either.
Not PG.
Yeah.
He played against Dallas.
I don't think so.
Lou Will didn't play against Dallas, I think.
But look, I'm saying it because Luka's going to struggle, bro. I don't think there's going to be
Is
one
Montrezl
game.
coming back today?
He's on minutes restrictions today.
I don't think there's one game this series that Luka is going to have a dominant performance. I think he's going to play horrible.
He get locked up?
I don't think he'll get locked up.
I don't know because I don't think they're going to start Kawhi and Paul George on Luka. I think they're going to let Pat Bev.
You don't need to.
He's going to kill Pat Bev.
I don't know.
He's going to kill Pat Bev.
Why don't you know?
Yo, because Pat Bev is a great defender, bro.
He cannot guard Luka Doncic, bro.
Bro, like, he makes it tough, though. We're not about to act like he doesn't.
Can't guard him.
I mean, Luka's still going to get his, though.
Why wouldn't you put, like, PG on, like, to start on Doncic?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think they just don't. I mean, it's the playoffs. It could change.
And they could trap Doncic, too, bro. Like, they're the number 1 defense. I think I was seeing a stat on ESPN.
First of all, the Bucks are the number 1 defense.
Okay, whatever. But like in terms of the players that have the best defensive players, the Clippers are that team.
Yeah, I agree.
They're that team.
I think I disagree.
Who do you think is better?
Well, it depends on what lineup. If Clippers go with their lineup at the end of the game, you have Lou Will at the 1.
Lou Will not be playing at the end of the game in crunch time.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I don't agree with you.
They have enough scores to not have to go with Lou Will. Lou Will just offers scoring.
It depends what the situation is.
That's why he's going to be in at the end of this game.
So
he's one of their clutchest players.
If you need to stop, you're putting Lou Will in over Pat Bev?
If you need to stop, no.
No, of course
not. But you don't. But listen, you don't necessarily have to put him. You can put Kawhi or Paul George on
your fourth quarter, your 5-man rotation at the end of games is your best players.
And realistically, you're talking about to stop Luka Doncic, right?
It's usually your best defensive lineup, too, though.
And it's also your clutches. And Lou Will is one of their clutchest players. Why would he not be playing? Like,
gonna be playing,
come on, bro. Like, no.
But
I don't think so. We'll see when the playoffs happen. We'll see. We'll see. Because I've seen Lou Will get run off the court because he can't defend, bro. And we're not gonna act like you wouldn't put Lou Will on a great player, but there's always switches that happen, bro. And he's gonna get switched
Fight
onto
through
somebody.
the screen.
I mean, that's true.
Fight through the screen.
I would say you were right if it's like a defensive stop and they had a couple timeouts and they need a defensive stop. Okay, you take Lou Will out. Yeah. But in terms of like it's 3 minutes left and it's time to go get buckets, you are not keeping Lou Will on the bench.
So it's 3 minutes left. It's time to go get buckets, and you're gonna choose Lou Will over Kawhi to get that bucket or PG.
No, of course not. You're
gonna
have them 3
You need an option.
That's a third option.
Bro, this is my closing lineup for the Clippers. It's Pat Bev, Paul George, Kawhi, Marcus Morris, and Montrez. That's my closing lineup.
You got Morris over Zubac?
Yeah. Well, I got Harrell over Zubac.
Harrell's better than Zubac.
That's my closing lineup from the Clippers.
100%.
Marcus Morris, Pat Bev, PG, Kawhi, all great defenders, and Montrezl Harrell is great.
Against
great
who?
It depends on who, because if you get Lou Will in there, then you have multiple mismatches that you can exploit.
If you get Lou Will in there, you can on what side of the ball? On offense?
That's obviously what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about defense.
Yeah, but I feel like if you have, Marcus Morris averages 18 though. Like
he has not been that same player.
He has not averaged 18 in a very long time.
Atrocious on the Clippers.
He's been off.
Yeah, but we know what Marcus Morris can do though. Like I feel like
we know what Lou Will can do.
Lou Will's a walking bucket.
They have enough offense to not have Lou Will out there if it's in the
they have enough defense.
All right, but
Pat Bev out there then.
That's a fact.
I don't think so. I think Pat Bev is very valuable, bro.
It depends on who they're playing.
The game,
it's a situation. I feel like it's
like if you're playing the Rockets, you don't need Pat Bev in late time because Paul George usually guards Westbrook and Kawhi guards Harden. You can put Lou Will on Daniel House or PJ Tucker. They stand there the whole time.
I think it's the situation, bro. I think the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Like Dallas, he can guard Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah.
He's been playing good, bro. You say his name like he's not a good player, but he's actually.
No, I'm saying he can go. He's not somebody who you go get a ball to. Yo, go get ISO, go get a bucket.
Dorian Finney-Smith could take Lou Will off the dribble, bro. We're not about to act like Lou Will could get a stop on anybody.
That's not his game. You're not
gonna.
Do it sometimes, bro. I've seen it, bro.
You're not gonna bench
it when you see it.
I just saw it like the other night.
Against who?
I'm not gonna be like, I saw it on the 4-minute mark.
Against who?
I've seen it.
Against who? Against who?
I've seen it before.
You can't even say
we should just look at Dorian Finney-Smith highlights and we're gonna see it.
Why would we look that up? I'm not looking that up.
If you took the time to make a highlight tape for him, bro.
There are highlight tapes of him.
They're Dallas fans. They have to be.
They're idiots.
But like, who? I wouldn't.
They have Steph Curry too.
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen Jay Crowder highlights. Like I've seen a bunch of those.
You've seen Jay Crowder highlights?
Like I've seen people make Jay Crowder highlights.
Like what are you looking at?
Like,
on to the next series because that.
So, but did you even pick you picked the Clippers at 5?
4.
4. Okay,
I agree with you. They're gonna
5. I got Clippers in 5.
Just because they.
So we're all in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Well, I just think they could. I think they could take one game.
Either gentleman sweep or flat out.
Think about it. I see it being 3-0. They sit out Kawhi for a game.
I see it being 3-0.
And they steal a game.
I see it being 3-0, and it usually goes how they usually go. That team that's down 3-0 gets that game
that
4.
That one game.
And then game 5 they get smoked. And then that game 5 they get smoked out.
They might sit Kawhi for one game. They'll be up 3-0. Fuck it.
I don't think they sit Kawhi any game.
I think Kawhi is not playing with nobody right now. I think he's on straight.
I hope so. He better not.
You saw him looking at the iPad. He's not playing with nobody.
He's looking at the home screen.
He's different.
He's on game mode. Next.
Okay. Next is the Bucks and the Magic.
4. Oh. No, 4.
4. We're not talking about
Moving on.
Yeah, 4.